Satnam, everybody. Salimah here. It's so good to be back with you. I'm answering questions from the community. And today's question is about the 10 bodies. I love this question because it tells me that you're doing a lot of deep work around what is involved in understanding Kundalini Yoga and how to apply it in your life. So without further ado, hello, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist. And if you made your way to this channel, it's because you find spirituality really interesting and important in your life. You have been a fan of Kundalini Yoga, or you're hearing about it now. However way you fall on the spectrum, welcome. I'm really happy to have you here. So what are the 10 bodies and how do they fit into Kundalini Yoga? And how do we use them? How do we apply them? So I think one way I'd like to start is to say that yoga, all of yoga really recognizes that there's more than just the physical aspect of us. And because of that, having an understanding of how yogic systems work really allows you to dive in a little bit more, understand yourself a bit more, and also to apply the technology accordingly. So the 10 bodies are a collection of 10 attributes, characteristics, qualities that really encompass each and every single one of us. So not only do we have a physical body, but we have 10 more bodies of light, of energy, of frequency, of this etheric kind of way of being that is not just about our physical selves, but also our spiritual selves, our soul self. And those are really what create the people that we end up being and the personalities that we develop. Some bodies are overdeveloped, some are underdeveloped, some are nicely balanced. And so part of the goal of Kundalini Yoga is to take into consideration all of the 10 bodies and start to work with the energy of each one so that we can come out perfect, whole, and complete. I mean, we did start that way. It's all the stuff in between that we've learned, things that we believe that interfere with our innate knowingness about our soul self. So that's a little bit about the 10 bodies. If you would like to know more, there's a whole playlist that I've created for the 10 bodies, what each and every single one of them means, how to connect with them, a practice that goes with each one. And I'll link the playlist below so that you have access to that. Now, how does it connect to Kundalini Yoga? We have 10 bodies. Kundalini Yoga is a technology, an ancient technology that brings together an understanding of our consciousness through these 10 bodies. It's another layer of understanding how to adjust ourselves so that we can show up in the circumstances that we find ourselves in. So given that we have 10 bodies, the extension of that is a practice called numerology. So if you think about Kundalini Yoga as a medicine, and I've often talked about it in that way, then numerology is the prescription. And numerology is a study, the art and the science of looking at your date of birth and understanding which bodies predominate in terms of how you maneuver and work through this world, this physical world, and then which ones can be emphasized a little bit more so that you can, let's say, feel more confident, feel more prosperous, feel more balanced, feel more embodied, feel all of those things, and whatever else that you might be working on or feeling like you'd like to add more into your life. So some of them are, some of these tools that we have are to create a leverage to increase the traction of certain qualities of us, and other times we want to downplay them. So for example, if you are holding a lot of anger, or if you feel not so embodied, so in other words, you're kind of floating in space a lot, or you don't feel the ability to just stand up and speak your mind. All of these things are places where we can use Kundalini Yoga based on your date of birth in order to create new outcomes. It's absolutely fascinating. It's accurate beyond belief. And if you'd like to know more about the practice of numerology, please check the links in my bio, book a consult, and you and I sit down for an hour. We talk about life, we talk about love, we talk about work. And then from there, I'm able to then suggest for you a 40-day Kriya or practice or meditation or breath work that will really allow you to see yourself in your greatness. Not the smallness that might have shown up in the early part of our conversation, but the greatness of what you want to create for yourself. Now, even further is to take a look at this playlist, this numerology playlist that I've created, and go month by month. So at the time of this recording, it's February. So go ahead and look at the second body and what it's showing to the world. Take a look at what are the qualities, characteristics, attributes of this particular month, the number 2, and then study it. Take a look at how it's showing up for you and what you might be witnessing and observing in and amongst the people around you. And you can do that for every single month. Remember that December, the month of December, is 12. 1 + 2 is 3. So we always want to boil down to single digits whenever we can. All right. If you want to know more about that aspect, I have a whole set of recordings on my Instagram page. You can find me at YogaVision on Instagram. And there, if you scroll down through my homepage, you'll see about 12 videos talking about numerology, talking about the 10 bodies, and how you can use each one to leverage the month that we're in. I hope you find that helpful. Thank you so much to all of you who have asking questions, and Shirley Yoga, this one's for you. Lots of love. And if you want to stay in touch, please do. You can send me an email at love.yogavision@gmail.com, or you can drop a comment below, like and subscribe, share, do all those things, because the more people who know about this technology, the more the world can change. Lots of love. Until next time.